Be dumped into the Flyer territory, back behind the net of Simon Cormier, and a turnover and a spin and fire from Sims. That's a blocker save by Cormier there. Sanchez pasted to the boards, blocked at the line. It's Adams picking it up. St. John with some jump here early in game one. That's a quick shot again from Sims out to the slot. Campbell, the shot is stopped as well by Simon Cormier. As the Flyers try to clear, they'll go a mile in the air to center. No further as Braden Campbell will play it over for Aaron Murphy. Tipped up by Adams. Now for Searle. Back for Adams right side. Campbell now in the circle. He'll take the shot. Kicked away by Cormier. All Vitos so far in this opening minute. Adams played down for Campbell. Was looking there for Will Clark, who's been one of the hottest of the St. John forwards, but that one comes out to center. Ryan Adams will pick it up, pass it over for Matt McLeod as the Vitos and Flyers both complete changes here early. Connor Sturgeon, pass for Liam Dagg. Dagg will flip it in across the red line into the near corner. McLeod will go to pick it up on Olivier Leblanc, the forecheck. Turnover, Pino picks it up. It's played off the board. Sturgeon trying to pinch in on McDonald. Pino in there as well to try to help out Rogerson, who's pasted to the ice by Liam Dagg as it comes out to center. Sturgeon's backhand back to the Vito zone. Grabbed there by Connor LeBlanc. His pass up high, but waist high for Cam McDonald, and that will be the game's first whistle. A minute and a half here into the opening period. Flyers coming into the series. The regular season, they were 26-6-3-0 for 55 points. The Vitos, 6-27-2 for 14 points. Teams 1 and 6 in the 6-team circuit. Flyers took number 1 by 9 points over the Kensington Wild, and that Wild Night series is going to be a dandy. They start next week. The other series, Northern and Fredericton, the Moose drew first blood at home with a 4-3 victory. As that's dumped down by Sia, looking for Dagg behind the net. It's Olivier Leblanc now battling for a pinch down is Gucci. Dagg in the right wing corner, tapped back by the Vitos, grabbed there by Gucci. Gucci in the right circle, back to the corner, dropped down for Dagg. Dagg works his way up across the goal line, but no further, still in the corner. We'll play it back behind the net, it's Leblanc. Leblanc out for Gucci, wrist shot, that's blocked. Sierra shot, that's blocked in front and skipped just wide of the goal. Pino wanted to shoot, Rogerson blocked that and sends it along. To the right wing side, it's Dagg. Dagg pinned up by Will Clark, nearly stripped away the puck. And it does come to a Vito stick. That's Isaiah Rogerson, but it was off the linesman. And Will Clark following up. Will try to go and pick it up. Will fire it down. Icing waved off. And Simon Cormier will come out to play it. Picking it up there is Caleb Sia. Pass to center is the Richard. That's blocked at the referee crease. And the Vitos will dump it down from Caden Lefrancois. Simon Cormier's pass right wing side. Gucci now for Baxter. Baxter, who missed last weekend's Bathurst Showcase games, back in the lineup. He'll take a shot from a sharp angle on the backhand, but that was stopped by Dan Blanchard. It's grabbed now by Richard, but a penalty is coming up here. It'll be a check to the head call. An offensive zone call against Pat Baxter. So welcome back to the lineup, number 7 in red. He's going to sit for 2 or less, and the Vitos will go to the power play. The regular season 18 power play goals. They have 1 power play goal in their last 5 coming into this one, the Vitos do. And they'll start it to the blocker side of Simon Cormier. It'll be Searle between Campbell and Clark, and Murphy and Adams on the points. Adams' shot from the left point is blocked, and Searle will tap it back to Adams, but halfway down the zone. Now Searle in the corner. Back for Adams, left wing side into the slot. Campbell with a face and a score. Braden Campbell with a slot shot, uninhibited. And he blasted that one home. Going top Ched on Simon Cormier. It's 1-0 Vitos. That goal on the power play. Just 14 seconds into the man advantage, and the Vitos have a lead. Just 7 times in the regular season. The Vitos scored first. And now first game of the playoffs, they've got the first marker. It's 1-0 St. John. And for the Flyers, just 4 minutes or 3 minutes into this one, are back on their heels quite a bit. Sturgeon will play it along now for Béliveau. Béliveau, 1 tap off the boards for Sturgeon. Sturgeon will feed in right wing side. Campbell look to check him, and the rolling puck comes to Blanchard. That's blocked by Simon Bourque, along with Sayao. Bourque along the boards, tapped along by Searle, picked up there by Campbell off the boards, but a turnover picked up there by Brady Béliveau. Walking in the circle, off the iron. It's grabbed now by Gill from the point. He'll tap it down low. It's Bourque with it behind the net. Simon Borkino and Searle in there to try to grab it. Poked away from a pair of Flyers. Now Campbell will knife it up, but grabbed by Sturgeon just at the line. Zach Gill from center will fire it in on Blanchard, who will opt to cover up. So 1-0 Vitos. The goal, a slot shot from Braden Campbell. That's Campbell from Ryan Adams, Owen Searle on the power play at 3:03 of the opening period. Faceoff will be glove side to Blanchard. Flyers with the Sanchez line out. Gucci will play it back over. It's McLeod who will touch it. And the Vitos now will get their turn to the penalty box, as Nathan Weber is slow to get up off a crunch from Dax Frazier. Be a roughing call against the Vito forward. And Weber, who's wincing a little bit, will stay on for the power play. The Flyers have 6 power play goals in their last 4 games, at least 1 in each. They had 12 power play goals against the Vitos in the 7-game regular season series. Sanchez, now Weber, taps it back for Jean. It's over for Gucci. Man in front, Olivier Leblanc led the Flyers in scoring. In terms of goals, in front, Jean scores! And the Flyers counter back quick. Just 10 seconds on the Fraser minor. And it's Nick Jean with the marker. All tied up at 1. Nick Jean, 16 goals in the regular season. Just a nice passing play for the Flyers. And it's quickly tied up at 1. Just 4 minutes and change here in the opening period. 1 goal apiece. We'll have the rare player kicked out of the center ice face-off circle, but that will be the case. John Clark will tangle. Picked up now by Aaron Murphy. It's Ryan Adams with it. We'll play over now for Rogerson through center. That's swiped away by Gucci and sent down to the Vito zone. Icing waved off Nick Jean like he shot out of a cannon in on the forecheck. But it'll be picked up by Adams. Now McDonald to the point past Cian and a chance for Rogerson. 2-on-1 with Clark. Over to Clark, left side. Missed to the short side. McDonald following up the trailer. Comes now for Gucci. Gucci, who just dodged a hit from Will Clark, who got the worst of it, but a high-power collision as Weber will play it up. Was looking Sanchez past the D, but that was cut off. Murphy now at center. Along with Rogerson, comes now to the captain, Sanchez. Played for Sia. Caleb Sia up the right wing side will cross the blue line. Sia cuts to the middle to the circle and a backhand stopped by Blanchard. Murphy, that's cut off by Dag. Dag will circle around that right circle. And we'll keep it again to the cycle. Now we'll try the near side. Turn and pass out. Was looking for LeBlanc. Now Pino will pick it up. Stopped by Blanchard. That puck is skittering behind the Vito goal. St. John tries to break it up. McDonald, soft feed Rogerson, and it's out. Skated away by one of the 2 Vitos who were ranked an A prospect by Q Central Scouting just this past week. 2 Flyers as well on that list. That pass from Mutta is blocked by Vincent, but the follow-up is grabbed again by O'Brien. Picked down by Olivier Leblanc, who was nearly crunched by McLeod, but neither player went down. This pass looking for Brock Lyons is cut off by Mutta. And it's Cunningham following up. Cunningham, who got his first career U18 goal in the game on Sunday, the final game of the regular season. Just a matter of time for Bryce Cunningham, and found the back of the net. Following up now is Liam Dag. Dag on the right side, the shot off the stick of LeBlanc. Following up and loose in front. Looking for the stick was Pino. Now grabbed off the point. Sturgeon to walk in and shoot. Just missed high. Looking glove side. Gill will pick it up. His shot blocked by Vincent in the slot. Olivier Leblanc battling for it, as is Pino. Tap down low. Liam Dag on McLeod. Dag with the strip and centered in front, but that was blocked by LeBlanc. As Pino will up to send it down. That's blocked by Lyons. Comes back out to center. It's Sturgeon with it. Sturgeon senses a chance to jump in. Got the shot and lost the stick. And him and McLeod had to figure out whose stick was who, as that twig is still flying up. Comes out to Baxter looking in the slot. Now a chance. The shot from the point from Gill is blocked. Now behind the net is Sturgeon. That's blocked by McLeod. And still battling is Summers. Then he shot at the point trying to pinch in. It gets past him, and Pat Baxter will grab it at center. Zach Gill's pass looking length for a shot, but icing shall be the call. Zach Gill, one of 2 Flyers, the A prospects on that Q Central Scouting list. It's Gill and Gucci for the Flyers. We said Rogerson and Aaron Murphy on that list for the Vitos. Bit of an absence of B prospects on that list. And when you look at that, you see, I think, 30 prospects or so ranked A's. It's the top couple of rounds, and you look at that B sheet, and there's about double there, so you're probably looking at the top 3 or 4 rounds. I think you'll see some teams have some modifications to that list around the bottom end, which is not to say the Q Central Scouting's not doing a good job. They're doing an excellent job, and they're in the rinks every year, and they got eyes on everything. But the teams lists usually change dramatically from what's released from Central Scouting, as that was nearly a dramatic giveaway, but recovered by the Flyers, comes into the veto zone. Blanchard now for Thorne. Thorne's pass up for Searle, back at center is Mudd out of the backhand, and to the veto line, it's grabbed by Thorne. Pass over for Sims, looking for it right wing side, or to the left, it's O'Brien now for Mutta. Mutta back for his D partner O'Brien. They've been together for just about the entire season, and much of last season as well, and have been a very strong pairing for John DeCourcy, but nearly a giveaway there. Braden Campbell couldn't capitalize, no teammates with him. It's picked up now by Mutta. Flyers 4 wide, jumping in, right wing side is Mutta. He'll peel off at the circle, but lost it. Gregor Head will try off the boards. That was blocked, and now Keppers try to move on it. That was pinned off by Simon Bourque. Played back behind the net now. Aaron Murphy will try right wing side. A stretch feed tapped by Campbell, but on his own side of center. Going to be able to come out to play it, but the icing will be called. So we're in the halfway point of the first period. It's goals to Campbell and Jean, both markers on the power play here in Game 1. Game 2 of this series will also be here. It will be a Tuesday night clash, 8 o'clock, here at Superior Propane Center. And then the games will shift to the Q-Plex Wednesday and Friday this coming week for Games 3 and 4. This is a first to 8-point series. Face-off is blocker side to Blanchard. Comes out of the line. Caden Lefrancois will play it past Sia. Gucci is nearly horse tackled the ice by Frazier. It's picked up now by Sanchez. Sanchez now for Jean. Jean on the right wing with some speed. Drops for Gucci as Weber to the net. Will hold and fire. Scores! Jacob Gucci leads the rush himself, and he'll bury it. Flyers take the lead. It's 2-1. Jacob Gucci put that one through the wickets of Dan Blanchard. On that shot off the rush. It was along the ice. Had Weber with him, but looked to shoot instead. Maybe played off the pad, but either way it went in. Weber with the puck now right wing side. Drop back down looking for Jean. Weber's had a rough period. Just got crunched again by Dax Frazier. Weber cut that pass off. Now behind the net. Weber's contended with and now knocked to the ice by Keppers, along with Jean. Weber again. Played now for McLeod. That pass up to center. Kadabsia will grab it and rifle it back down. That took a funky bounce off the stanchion, but it's picked up by Matt McLeod. Weber will stay on the forward check. Vitos look to break out. That's flipped to center. Looking to skip in front of Frazier. Was cut off by Gill. Weber now a high feed. Was looking for Pino. And Dag with it, right wing side will play it in. Matt McLeod will pick up the slow puck and come back behind the veto net. His play now for Frazier. That's off LeBlanc, comes over to Connor LeBlanc. Right wing side, Vitos try to break out, grabbed to the air by Lefrancois. Now to center, it's Rogerson with it. Rogerson 1-on-4, Sturgeon cut it off and a chance for LeBlanc. He's breaking down the left wing side. LeBlanc looking to pass. Now back behind the net. We'll pick it up now for the far side. We'll sauce it to Sturgeon. Left point now. Sturgeon looking for a lane, makes one himself but missed wide. Gregor Head will pick up the puck now for the Vitos. Pass over there looking for McDonald. It skips off the stick of Sturgeon to the goal. That's off the glass from Thorne. McDonald as well comes into the corner. Pino battling for it. McDonald as well. They tangle for it. 4-car pile up along the boards. LeBlanc tenacious trying to grab it. Swings over the far side. It's Head with it. Head's pass up for Clark. Was looking. McDonald behind Sturgeon. McDonald will be the first to it. 9.5 left here in the first period. 2-1 for the Flyers. Clark will pick it up. Clark, who's bothered by a pair of Flyers, comes back to the point. It's Head. Blocked there by Gill. Zach Gill was chased out from behind the net by Clark. That pass too hot for Baxter, grabbed by Rogerson. In comes Rogerson, right wing on his offhand into the corner. Him and Gill are bumped up along the boards. Baxter took a crunch. It's played up now to the point. Thorne. The backhand, Rogerson lets it go by. Baxter is hit to the boards for Clark. Clark now back behind the net, looking there for Campbell. For a chance to tap it home to tie it. Campbell picks the pocket of Eddie Shaw and following up Baxter. It comes in, Sturgeon takes a whack at it. Through the legs of Baxter off Rogerson is stopped by Cormier. Campbell nearly took out his man. Shot now from Adams, gloved by Simon Cormier, will hang on for the whistle. It's for the Flyers some trouble breaking out of their own zone on that last shift. The Vitos strong on the puck. In that last sequence, Simon Cormier. 34 regular season career starts. 17 stops against St. John on Saturday in the 11-5 win. He's won 2 straight. Most wins of any goalie in the regular season with 15. Cormier and Loic Nadeau, his partner, the top goaltending duo according to the New Brunswick PEI U18 Hockey League. We'll go over the awards later on as the broadcast continues. Picked up there by Jean, whacked off his stick by Sims. Jean in there as he nearly crunched or did Ryan Adams. And in comes Matt Sims to get his piece of Nika Jean, who crunched Adams from behind, and he's going to go sit. Adams went in from behind and took that one in a tough spot. Matt Sims came in the defense of a teammate. It'll be Nick Gajan who's going to go sit in the penalty box. Sims as well. We'll see how it shakes down as Adams is down. Has not gotten up yet. So the notepad is out for the official, so certainly something's going to come. Nathan Weber as well will be escorted to the penalty box. We keep an eye on Ryan Adams over in that right wing corner. Adams is up on his knees, being tended to by Karel Poirier, the Flyer staff, at least it appears to be. Adams will make his way off with some help. That would be a big blow to the Vitos if Adams were to miss some time. Nick Jean is going to be escorted to the dressing room. So they're going to give Weber and Sims concurrent roughing minors. The penalties to Jean we will await, but we are at a 5-on-4, so would have to assume that the Jean penalties, obviously being escorted, would be significant. As the officials discuss things with John DeCourcy, who's a little bit more animated than usual over at the Flyer bench. So the Vitos will go to the power play. They scored on the first one just a few seconds in. On that power play, just 17 seconds into that sequence. Flyers will now have another player come to the box. That will be Dami Seau. Someone has to serve the Nika Jean penalty. So Nika Jean's number's up there, but we don't have a time on it, at least not yet. Faceoff will be blocker side to Simon Cormier. Cyril Clark, Campbell, Head, and Murphy. This is where the absence of Ryan Adams would really be felt. So he'd man that spot for Gregor Head on the power play. Gregor Head has been very hot in his last 4 games, has 5 points. Had a pair of assists on Sunday. It's a 5-minute major to Nika Jean. So that's the penalty Seau is serving. Sims and Weber get concurrent roughing minors. So a 5-minute power play for the Vitos, looking to tie this score and maybe more. Clark, now Campbell, the shot through a screen, but just missed wide. Head to play back looking for Searle. Head again, pinned up by Sanchez. Sanchez, who has a pair of shorthanded markers for the Flyers. The league's leader in shorthanded goals is in the penalty box. That's Nathan Weber. He had 3. Pino on the forecheck on Blanchard. They nearly collided. It's Murphy now played over for Head. Head up for Campbell. It's a yard sale for Sanchez, losing the glove. On the forecheck, Campbell picks up speed through neutral. Right wing side into the corner. Edged off by Mora and O'Brien too. Campbell now still with it. Sanchez looked to recover, hopped over his stick, picked up there by Campbell. Pass out to the slot is blocked and cleared by the Flyers just past Gregor Head. Pino will tap it down for the Flyers. That's a minute gone in the Nick Jean major penalty. As the Vitos will break back out, it's Head poked off. Rogerson's stick by Baxter, and off to the races. Murphy will cut that off. Nifty at the end of a shift. Turnover again. Gucci. Now Baxter. In comes Pat Baxter. Stopped by Blanchard. Baxter on the turnover. Has LeBlanc to the net. Feeds it there, but it got under his stick. Isaiah Rogerson with the puck now. Will peel off, and the Vitos will look for a more controlled option. McDonald's pass across. Or McLeod for McDonald was knocked off his stick. McLeod now again. Up for Lefrancois. Lefrancois didn't like the entry. Peeled off, played it back. Jack Thorne. Bourque on the forecheck. Tapped in by Béliveau, but linesman says it's offside. Béliveau tags back up. Nearing 2 minutes gone in the Nick Jean major. Pass rolled up the blade of Lefrancois. McDonald tapped it down. Gucci pinned up to the boards by Lefrancois. Flyers will clear. Off the stick of Connor Sturgeon. Blanchard will play it back and leave it for McLeod. Rogerson down the right wing side. Will tap it past Mudde. Walk in himself the shot off a pillow. Rebound flutters up high as McDonald tried to get it. That was blocked and now blocked at the line. Murphy's shot. That's blocked in by O'Brien to the backhand and down the ice. Halfway through the major penalty. Jack Thorne will pick up the puck now for the Vitos. Sanchez forces him to move. It's Braden Campbell now behind the net. Out comes Blanchard. Discussing things with Sanchez, who nearly picked the pocket of Campbell. Campbell another swerve and makes his way through center with speed. Campbell still with it, right circle, but lost it. And Mudde pins him to the boards. That's off the official. O'Brien will play it down. Blanchard will stop it there under 2 to go in the Vitos major penalty. Advantage, Head, pinned up by Pino. He's eventually knocked to the ice. Sanchez will grab it now. Out in front of the slot. Pino off a skate, and Head blocked that. Head will play it for Clark. Tapped along now for Murphy leading the rush. Sharon Murphy drops it back. Campbell. Pass across, looking there for Clark, but on the backhand in an awkward spot. Gucci will pick it up for the Flyers to the line and out just past Jack Thorne. Blanchard will leave it there now for Thorne. Blanchard really coming out to challenge these Flyer forecheckers. A couple of times now he's come out 15, 20 feet. Campbell will play it along now for Owen Searle. Searle at the red line. Thorne too. Nearly lost it. Picked up there by Campbell. Campbell on the right side. Looked to feed off. It hit a stick into the skates of Searle. Flyers clear it back to the line. Clark over for Thorne. The shot. Glove save by Cormier will hang on. Things get a little bit more testy here in game 1. Weber and Sims are finally out of the penalty box with 52 seconds to go in the major penalty to Nick Jean. Demi Seau is serving that one. Faceoff will be glove side to Cormier. The penalties officially is Nick Jean 5 minutes for boarding and a game misconduct. Sims and Weber's 2 minutes roughing each. Murphy at the right point. Over for McLeod. McLeod shot that hit off Sturgeon and wide. It is Keppers, but Sturgeon with superior body position along the boards. That's cleared by the Flyers off the stick. Tipping of Sanchez. Blanchard out to play it. Will drop it back for McLeod. Sanchez in on the forecheck as McLeod again playing cat and mouse with him. That's played up for Rogerson. A nice pass right to his tape. Rogerson left side takes the shot. Missed just glove side. Murphy with it. Murphy will turn, send it near side Sims. Sims will take a shot, but miss blocker side, and Sanchez looking for it. Sims follows up. That shot from about 35 feet is gloved by Cormier. Last season in the playoffs, Simon Cormier 5 starts, was 2-3. Had a shutout, 902 save percentage. This is Dan Blanchard's first playoff opportunity here at the U18 level. And Christian Moffat did not make the trip for the Vitos, so Ben White is the backup goaltender, and Cohen Cooper is not in the lineup. Nearly turned over by Lyons. His replacement right in front. Shot again. That's stopped by Cormier. Brock Lyons, who had a very good season at U15 with the KV Kings, 63 points in 23 games. Didn't make his Vitos regular season debut, and now making his playoff debut, and nearly had a goal right on the goal mouth as the Vitos right in front capitalized on a turnover. Face-off blocker side, Cormier. Pino will take it, but it's won by Vincent. That shot from the point from LeBlanc is blocked, and the Flyers come back 2-on-1. It's LeBlanc and Dag. Over for LeBlanc, skate to stick, in front, Dag scores! Liam Dag closed off the regular season with an 8-game point streak, and he's got a goal here in this first period. Flyers double it up, it's 3-1. 21 points in 8 games for Dag. And now the follow-up on the goal, with him and Olivier Leblanc, who might be the only player hotter than Liam Dag in the regular season, with 14 points in his last 5. That was tapped along by O'Brien, blocked by LeBlanc. Lefrancois offside, no glove pass is the call as the linesmen wave it off. 3 minutes left in the first. Face-off will come to the Vitos side. LeBlanc for McLeod for the Vitos. Vitos will have to roll with just 5 defensemen, with Ryan Adams out, at least for the rest of the period, markedly after taking that check from behind from Nick Jean as O'Brien was steered to the ice. It comes back out to center. LeBlanc now for McLeod. McLeod tapped along, was crunched by Seau. Vitos will be offside if they touch it. Keppers has to touch back up. Picked up there by Luc Moret. Moret left wing side. Will gain the line and will hold wide. Looking to drop it back, pinned up along, back behind the net. Moret and Béliveau back there battling for it. Dax Frazier will play it up now. Connor LeBlanc played up, and that was blocked by Seau at the center circle. Skipping is him and Keppers tangle, along with Frazier, who edged him off the puck. Following up, though, is Gucci. Gucci now Seau, who tangles up with his Flyer teammates, kicked to the Vitos zone. It's McLeod, played along now for Sia. Sia will look for another way to break in, tap it in on Summers. Followed up again is McLeod. McLeod again for LeBlanc, over for Lefrancois. Lefrancois played up, looking for Keppers. That's played along by Gucci, tap back in. Flyers will tag back up. Under 2 to go here in the first period. That one outstretched to Campbell, but too far, and that will be an icing call. Flyers goals to Gucci, Jean, Dag. Vitos countered with Braden Campbell. They opened the scoring, but the Flyers have 3 straight, and it's 3-1. And that face-off will come blocker side to Blanchard. Comes back to the point. Gill's shot. That's stopped by Blanchard as well. So we'll do it all again. This time to the opposing circle. Summers with Baxter and Richon up front. It's grabbed by Richon on a quick backhand. Rebound loose, Baxter. That was blocked by Head. Baxter taps it back to the point. It's Sturgeon. Sturgeon looking to walk off the line from Campbell, but was forced over now for Gill. That shot comes through, and a rebound in front. Now Blanchard down, looking to feed Baxter. That was blocked by Searle. And up come the Vitos, it's Campbell. Campbell's edged off the puck, and Sturgeon at center. Looking now for Summers. Summers will play it down. Blanchard will come out to play it. Nearing the final minute of play here in the opening frame. Campbell will flip it up high in the air, but off the banner hanging the Royal Road here at Superior Propane Center, specifically the 1989-90 champions banner of the Université de Moncton Aigle Bleu for the CIAU at that time. That's 2 names ago. Now, of course, that's U Sports, and actually U to M playing UNB in what should be an excellent final series, the AUS. Opening up pretty soon. Both teams will get a berth in Toronto to the Nationals. Weber looking to fight for it, along with Aaron Murphy back behind the net, looking for Clark. Him and Sanchez tangle, and he's tripped up, and a penalty will come here. Sanchez will sit for tripping after tripping up Will Clark. Gets the stick in the way, and that's what happens. Not any intent on Sanchez's part, but they'll call that when the player flies down in front of you. 48.7 to go in the first period. So the Vitos will have their third power play. They're 1 for 2 so far. Scored in the opening one. McLeod from the point. That pass over was blocked by Weber. Now nearly grabbed by Pino. Murphy now back for Clark in front. Battling for it. Searle got his stick on it finally, but that was stopped by Cormier. In the corner along with Clark. But it's loose now for O'Brien for Pino. Flyers will opt to skate out with half a minute to go. Leaves it for Weber. Pino is blasting into the zone, and Weber held up. Play it back for O'Brien. He'll opt to send it the length. Blanchard reaching out to play it. Pino, a shot from a sharp angle, but right to the breadbasket of Blanchard. Smart play by Pino to jump in and try to catch Blanchard napping, but Blanchard did have the net covered that time. For Dan Blanchard, 18 starts in the regular season. Did play in the last game between these two teams, 31 saves out of 38 shots. Did lead the league in saves this past regular season with 654. O'Brien's shot, that one's stopped by Blanchard too. He'll opt to play it for LeBlanc. 5 seconds. Flyers nearly making hay with that opportunity, as that will wrap up 20 minutes of play. Vitos open the scoring. One thing the Flyers aren't used to, but they countered back with 3 in the frame, and they lead it 3-1 after 20. And the Vitos will have a power play for the next minute and 11 as the second period opens. It was Campbell with the marker on the power play. Early. And then Nick Jean countered back. It's Campbell from Adams and Searle, and then Jean from LeBlanc and Sanchez. Both goals on the power play. Both goals a minute and 5 seconds apart. That made it 1-1 early. And then Gucci from Nick Jean. Then Nick Jean took a 5-minute major boarding penalty. That was the focal point of the second half of the first period. But the Flyers get another one back. Liam Dagg from Olivier LeBlanc. That goal at 16:50. So it is 3-1 the score. We'll have a second period for you here in Game 1 from Moncton. The Moncton Rallye Motors Nissan Flyers taking on the St. John Vitos. You're watching Atlantic Hockey Online on AO Live, your home for the New Brunswick PEI U18 Hockey League.
Rallye Motors Nissan, proud sponsor of your Fiat Commodital de Rock, Moncton Valley Nissan Flyers. Rallye Motors Nissan, proud sponsor of your Fiat Commodital de Rock, Moncton Valley Nissan Flyers.
First period in the book, second period is coming up. Flyers lead at 3-1. It's Mike Sanderson here. Game one of the New Brunswick semifinal series between the Moncton Rallye Motors Nissan Flyers and the St. John Vitos. It is Dan Blanchard, the net to our right this period. He stopped 6 of 9 pucks. And Simon Courmier, the Flyers, stopped 10 of 11. Directed his way. Flyers are in red, going left to right this period. Vitos in white going right to left. And Nick Jean just walked by me. He is done for the night after his check from behind on Ryan Adams. And it does not appear that Ryan Adams came out either. So both teams down a player for different reasons. It was the Vitos that opened the scoring in the first period. The Flyers got 3 straight and lead at 3-1. We are underway in the second period as Olivier O'Brien's net guard came undone, getting tangled up with Will Clark as that one comes all the way back to the Vitos zone. Is the Vitos on a power play, but it's Pino picking up the puck and a shot off the breadbasket of Blanchard. The Vitos have a power play for the next 50 seconds. They did score their only goal on the man advantage. It was early, and it was that man right there, Braden Campbell, with it. Murphy can't gain the line. Instead, will opt to take the center lane. We'll try the right wing into the corner. Pinned up there by Mora, but that's blocked by the captain, Searle. Now Mora behind the net, and the Flyers will clear off the stick of Olivier O'Brien. Flyers will make changes up top for the PK. Olivier Leblanc and Pat Baxter will come on, and Leblanc nearly got the turnover, but it's picked up instead by Braden Campbell, who's off for the races down the center. He'll take the shot. That's stopped by Courmier. Rebound to Murphy. That one's stopped by Courmier too. It's Braden Campbell when he gets motoring. He can go for a good 150 feet with some great speed. Braden Campbell coming to this one. He has the game's marker for the Vitos and had 3 goals and 2 assists in the last 2 games. The regular season at the Showcase in Bathurst was a second-team All-Star, as deemed by the New Brunswick PEI League. McLeod will pick it up from the point. That one's stopped by Courmier too, so congratulations to Braden Campbell, a second-team All-Star, joined by Liam Arsenault and Alex Lavoie up front for the second team. Fred Gunite and Connor Sturgeon on the back end. The second-team goaltender Sam Kemper. The number 1 team has Austin Sanchez up front with Noah Bro and Ethan Dixon, Eddie Doyle, Aiden McCullough on the back end, and George Gallant is the first-team goaltender for the second year in a row as Sanchez now out of the box. We're even strength here early in the second period. Vitos pressing. Rogerson will play it down looking for Sims. That one tapped out by Baxter up for Sanchez. Now flipped in by LeBlanc. Will go in and give chase on McLeod. LeBlanc looking for it. Feeds in front, Baxter. That's stopped by Blanchard, who will hang on for the whistle. Your award winners: New Brunswick PEI League MVP, most points, top goal scorer, top playmaker of the year, Ethan Dixon. No surprise there, 75 points. That's the most points since Caleb Keane about 5 years ago with St. John. The Luc Bourdon Award and most sportsmanlike goes to Eddie Doyle of Kensington as well. Top rookie was Liam Arsenault from the Wild. It's Gregor ahead with the puck now. Break his way down left wing side. Lost the handle to Gucci, and Gucci will flip it to center. That drops right in front of Nathan Weber. Has Sanchez to the net. Headman was too far. Weber in front, looking there for Dag. It comes back for Weber behind the net. Keppers played along off the stanchion, now off the back of the cage. Sanchez looked to play out front. Now out front looking Weber. Weber still with it, stick tied up by Thorne. Got a chance on it, and a backhand there from behind the goal line from Dag is blocked. Back to the point is Sia. That shot off of Vito's stick and skipped to the goal, but steered aside by Blanchard. Played back is Sia again. This one gloved down by Dan Blanchard, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Coach of the year, the NBPEI circuit, was Francis Rochon of the Northern Moose. But I do have to say, no issues with those who won, but it is quite interesting that the league's third leading scorer, Liam Dag, did not get an all-star selection. And I will just leave it at that with his 52 points. Any number of the other Flyer forwards too. I mean, Nick Jean had 45. Nathan Weber with 45. Points aren't everything, but you'd think 52 might be enough. Gucci blocked by Baxter. Baxter looking to pick it up now. Shaw with it. That's blocked by McLeod. Vincent will play it along at Shaw. And now flipped up and grabbed by Seed with room to move. He'll feed Summers right wing. Summers looking pass in front, but that hit McLeod as Seed was heading to the goal. Connor LeBlanc. Pat Baxter with it. Baxter to the slot, nobody home. And Cunningham, who blew a tire on his way there, will get it back for Gucci. That one off a pillow. Baxter scores on the rebound. 4-1 Flyers. Welcome back to the lineup, Patrick Baxter. 6 goals in his last 6 games. He missed last weekend, did not play, was there but did not make the trip, or did not dress in the games in Bathurst, but now is back and has himself a goal. 4-1 for the Flyers here early in the second period. Liam Dagg plays it back out to O'Brien. Pass over now for Luc Moret. Moret's pass looking for LeBlanc. Braden Campbell will pick it up. Feed it over ahead. That one blocked by Dagg. Dagg plays to the slot, but it's just Aaron Murphy there. Murphy off the glass to center. Drops in front of Sims. Sims looking to skate forward with it. That was blocked at the line, and the Vitos block it on the Flyer clear. Campbell looking for Sims. That's cut off now by O'Brien with Sims in hot pursuit of him. Fed up now for Dagg. Quick feed for Pino. Pino down on the right side. Will hold on his offhand and lost the handle. Paid for Dagg on the wall. That shot off a Vito's stick and up and out of play. These two teams, Flyers won every game in the regular season. This is the first time these two teams have met since the 2022 New Brunswick final, which the Flyers won 8-0 on their way to the 2022 TELUS Cup. That was one special team for the Flyers, but if there was one team that could have given them a ride, it was that Vitos squad. They were very tough to play against. Owen Searle with the puck. Was on that 2012 team, was looking there for Sims. That was blocked. And Béliveau will pick it up back the other way. Béliveau down the right wing. Will hold and fire off the stick of Head. Back behind the net now. Moret looked there for Béliveau. Still with it is Brady Béliveau. Along with Searle, a pair of Vitos battle for it. Comes loose now for Bourque. And that off a stick and wide. Gregor Head with the puck. And in comes Béliveau on the forecheck too. Comes right out front for Bourque. That one just missed glove side. Sims along the boards with Bourque and Seau too. Head, now Seau with it back behind the net. Dami Seau plays it back down for Béliveau as Bourque in the slot. No avenue to get it there, but overskated it. And Searle will play it now to the near side as Sims took a bump from Seau, picked up by Sturgeon. He'll let it crank. That one stopped by Blanchard. Hit a stick in front. And Dami Seau and Simon Bourque are very popular Flyers at the moment. The Vitos outshot the Flyers in the opening period 11-9, and that is noteworthy, as the Flyers have outshot their opponents in every one of the last 26 games. The Vitos have only outshot their opponents in 4 of 35 of the regular season. The Flyers outshot theirs in 32 of 35 games. So just telling us to how much the Vitos kind of caught the Flyers off their heels, especially early. That one off the bottom of the mask of Blanchard. That shot was looking there for Dagg. Picked up now by Weber. Weber down low. It's Dagg with it behind the net. Has Sanchez out in the slot. Played it back to the point now. It's Sturgeon. He'll take a shot. That's off his shoulder. And Weber was looking there to steer to the goal, but instead it's McLeod. Weber battling along. Rogerson with it. Rogerson and Weber tangle in the corner. And is Sanchez joining in with McDonald. Jumping in off the line is Sturgeon to the skates of Rogerson. That's tapped up, nearly off for McDonald, but Dagg picked it up. Dagg holds to gain onside. Now in the slot, tried a shot. Stick tied up. Weber will hold and will peel off back a bit. He'll take the shot. That one just wide, but caught against the grain. Clark looking to clear on the second try. Now he'll opt to skate with it and wheel down the left wing side. Through center from the middle lane, took a shot that off a Flyer stick. Zach Gill will look to pick it up. He'll play it down low looking for Sturgeon. That went off of Sturgeon. And now the big Flyer blue liner will pick it up. Sturgeon, that pass into the skates of Dagg, picked up by Connor LeBlanc. Sanchez will play it back down as Dagg will touch up. And LeBlanc will pick it up. That pass, Clark couldn't quite flag it down. And that'll be icing. Will Clark, even if he had a net, I don't know how well he could have done on that pass. Clark, what a 7-game point streak snapped last month. He certainly put the points up lately. He was a player who had lots of points coming in. 48 points last year at the U15 with the Port City Sharks, and struggled a little bit to the start of the season, at least in terms of putting the points up, but he's come into his own here in the second half and looked real good, providing another offensive option for Randy Jones and crew as this puck skips now to LeBlanc off the glass, looking to get past Gucci, but he blocked it. Comes over far side, Baxter, the latest goal scorer. Pat Baxter jostles it back for Sia. Rolling puck, blocked by the Flyer blue liner barely, walks to the slot. Now Baxter, that one over the shoulder, and it comes now Gucci. That pass over for Summers. Summers sends it to the goal, steered away by Blanchard. It's grabbed by Baxter, turns, fires, glove save Blanchard. McLeod looking to play it back. Summers with the intercept, but it's grabbed instead by Lefrancois, and Clark will play it to center. Clark crosses the red line and sends it down. It'll be Cormier to come out to play it. A pair of Vitos with Rogerson and Lefrancois. Now fresh off the bench was Murphy. That was blocked, and Rogerson follows up. Had it, he shot it down looking for the block. That one just got over the goal. That point shot from Thorne is blocked by Pino. Looking for Summers. It hit Summers' stick. Blanchard nearly caught in no man's land, but it'll be Murphy who will play it along for Thorne. Thorne's pass up, intercepted. It's Dagg walking to the slot. Pass out in front. Had a pair of Flyers there, and that shot off the side of the goal from Dagg, and the net is off. Pushed off by Blanchard. Liam Dagg was looking to set up. Had a pair of Flyers there with Pino and LeBlanc in front, but a pair of Vitos too, and just real estate a premium in the blue ice. Couldn't get the puck right where he wanted to. Dagg followed up and got it off the side of the goal. He'll line up as a tail gunner. There's neither team will make changes. Kepper's got the face-off though, and the Vitos will play it up. Now it's Murphy. Murphy crossing the red line will send it down and chase it himself on Gill. Sturgeon will get the puck first. Nearly a Vito sandwich with Lions, but it does come over now for Gill. That pass up looking for Pino. Pinching in was Frazier. Comes to the circle. Grabbed now by Gill. Gill, the left wing side, is LeBlanc will pick it up in stride. In walks LeBlanc. Will shoot in tight. That's stopped by Blanchard. LeBlanc got a couple of whacks up high from Thorne. They jostle for it back behind the goal line. Now Frazier will play it up for Keppers. Keppers 2-on-2 with Lions. Keppers down the left wing past Gill, but Sturgeon will follow up. Played along the boards. Frazier now back behind the net. Sturgeon with it. Sturgeon will play it up. That was kicked away at by Thorne, and Thorne nearly caught LeBlanc in a headlock, but it's picked up by the Flyers. 2-on-1. It's Pino with Dagg to the net. Pino holds. The backhand scores. Jacob Pino. Him and Gregor Head now will get wrapped up. But it's Pino's goal, and it's 5-1 Flyers nearing the halfway point of the contest as Blanchard comes in as well to help out a teammate. Gregor Head's going to get some detention here, as will Olivier Leblanc, it appears. Dax Frazier has an official's whistle when he's looking to see who it hands to. Flyers get the goal. Jacob Pino off a nifty effort walking right in, went to the backhand through the wickets. Likely just concurrent minors on these after the goal. We'll see for sure though, as the officials will have to confer and then discuss things with Weber and Searle. Owen Searle, who was hurt to start the year but had closed the year on a high note, 10 points in his last 4 games. That's great for a player who missed much of the Fredericton Junior A camp this year, what was supposed to be high promise for him, and hopefully we'll get another crack at that next season. Certainly he will, and we know we'll have the best with it. It's a player who will have a great shot at the next level. It's Owen Searle. So he'll confer back and let Randy Jones and crew know exactly how it's going to shake down. Nathan Weber will do the same for the Flyers. The goal's not up on the board yet. But 5-1 is the score. Appears it might be 4-on-4 here. Nope, Flyers will have a fifth player? No, we'll play concurrent 5-on-5 as we figure that out. No, it'll be a Flyer power play. That's a penalty to Dan Blanchard. So it will be Brandon Vincent to serve that. Gregor Head and Olivier Leblanc are in the penalty box as well. Goals up on the board. It's 5-1 Flyers. The Flyers will be on the power play. Flyers scored on their first foray on the man advantage in the first. Tisadi Shaw now back behind the net. He's joined with Sanchez, Weber, Mutta, and Gucci. Sanchez will walk in right side, and that shot scores! Nathan Weber with the tip. And again, 11 seconds in this time, or 21 seconds into the power play. Now it's 6-1 Flyers. Appeared to be Weber got the tip on that. The Flyers make quick work of that power play. They're now 2 for 2, and it's 6-1. So we're back to even strength for the Flyers. 2 goals in 21 seconds. Brady Béliveau with the puck. Nearly a Vitos sandwich, looking there for Seo at the line. That's blocked by Mutta. Grabbed by Seo once again. Played down low and centered in front, looking for Bork, but he couldn't drop it in front of him. Into the corner is Bork, looking O'Brien. O'Brien will walk the line and shoot. That's off the stick of Sims. Now Searle with it. Looking to play up. Now it's Sims with it. Sims is crunched to the boards by Simon Bork. Him and Sims, I think, will continue to discuss after that. That one nearly got to the goal from Béliveau, but a whistle will stop play. So we're 9 minutes into the second period. Flyers have doubled up their output in this second period. Baxter from Gucci and Richard, Pino unassisted, and then Weber from Sanchez and Richard. So Tristan Richard with a pair of apples in the frame. Jacob Gucci has a goal and an assist, and Pino with that great individual effort. There is 5 Flyers with double the points so far. So we're nearing the halfway point of the contest. Murphy points it past Gill. Sturgeon will pick it up now. We'll grab it behind the Flyer net. Grabbed by Cunningham. Pass up there looking for Deshawn. And now picked up by Baxter. Down the left side. Baxter is Sturgeon to the net. His shot missed glove side. Baxter along with Summers along the right wing half wall, but that's picked up instead by Clark. Clark had that blocked by Gill, and Baxter will backhand it. Second try will be grabbed by Summers. Summers will hold and fire, looking blocker side, but that missed wide. Sturgeon rolling puck will settle on him, and the linesman took a tumble in the foreground. Sturgeon will play it back now for Gill. Gill over for Richard. Richard will send it right on Blanchard. That skipping puck will be covered. With 10:06 to go in the second period, as we said, Game 2 will be here. Tuesday night on the 5th. 8 o'clock puck drop. We'll have all the action here on Atlantic Hockey Online now live. I'll have the call for that one. All of your playoff action, the New Brunswick PEI Major U18 Hockey League, is on Atlantic Hockey Online at AO Live. Stag shot kicked away by Blanchard. Every single game will be there. Be sure to check it out. Vitos trying to play it out looking for Frazier. That does get past Gucci. Will be there first. Took the hit to make the play to send it down in the St. John zone. Matt McLeod sheds a check. That pass up now for LeBlanc. LeBlanc's pass now for Lefrancois in stride. In comes Caden Lefrancois. Pass out front was blocked by Caleb Sia, who's then tripped up and trips up a Vito on the way too. It's Pino with it now for the Flyers. Pino with Dag to the right. He feeds it back in front. Pino look to feed it through. He scores. Jacob Pino through the legs of Blanchard. Blanchard got a piece, but not enough, and it's 7-1. Pino now has a pair of Genos. And Liam Dag set that one up. Liam Dag is a 3-point night as well. And Game 1 is going the Flyers' way. That one played down by Lyons. It'll be held there by Cormier. Will play along for Sia. Now Sanchez lets it go by. It comes to the line. Vincent turns, sends it down. Caleb Sia for Sanchez. Sanchez up for Baxter. Baxter down the right side is offhand. His pass over. It's grabbed by Sia off of Vito's stick. And up high, Baxter let it drop in front of him and head tangle behind the net. Vitos try to play it out, and they do. Bryce Cunningham, but lost it to Weber at neutral ice. Mutta off the boards, looking there for Baxter. Murphy following up Weber. Will tap it down low. Gregor Head will look for it. Head will play it over for Aaron Murphy. Murphy will flip it up off the glass to center at the center circle. Picked up there by O'Brien. O'Brien dodging a hit from Vincent. O'Brien drops it for Weber. Weber looking out front for the Flyer blue liner, but too far for him. Sanchez takes a bump from Cunningham. It's grabbed by Weber. Weber out front. Comes back to the line. It's O'Brien. Now Mutta at the circle. The shot stopped by Blanchard. A bit of a changeup. That hit a Vito stick of Lions. Now it's O'Brien with it. Down low is Weber. Tapped out to the slot. No look. That dump out's blocked by O'Brien. O'Brien at the point, followed up and grabbed by Gregor Head. Head down the left side. Will flip it just past O'Brien, and Cormier will come out to play it. Vitos will go for a change with 8 minutes left here in the second period. It's been all Flyers in the second period. They have the last 7 goals to lead it 7-1. So the Vitos open the scoring and early, but it's been all Flyers since then. O'Brien for Luc Mutta. Mutta down the left side, gains the line, drops it back. It's Bourque, the shot. Blanchard had Mutta knock it out of the air. Would have been too high if it got in, but Flyers continue to press. It's Bourque. Vitos try to clear. LeBlanc along the boards. Bourque and Béliveau. 3 Vitos now will get it to center, where it's picked up by Gill. Sturgeon wanted to handle, has to go back to get it, and it's off the skate to stick a Bourque. Gaining the line is Seau. Seau drops it back looking for Béliveau. It's picked up there by Braden Campbell. That's blocked by Gill, who continues to follow the man. And McLeod will get it to center, where Gill will pick it up now. As Bourque tried to stretch to stay on side, it's Braden Campbell load up another rush. Campbell swerves on one hit. Tried to dodge on a second one, but didn't like the look he got, and will have to play it back. This time Connor LeBlanc. His pass out hit by Pino, and now Blanchard will play it to the glass. Sims will tap it up to center, and Owen Searle will go in the forecheck on Sturgeon. Sturgeon's pass down. Pino one touch. Gill leaves it back for Pino. Has Dag with him. Dropped it back off a Vito's stick, and it's picked up now by Searle. Braden Campbell has Sims across the line, looking saucer, but that's stopped by Sturgeon. Campbell with it now. Lost it to Gill back behind the Flyer net. Gill a stretch feed. That's off of LeBlanc, but just to the Vito line, and that hits Searle on the way down. Now Rogerson will play it and go in and give chase on Mutta. Pass up for Dag. There will be a whistle, and the net is off in the Flyers zone as Rogerson lost a glove and his helmet. We'll have to go put that back on. Must have contacted with the net somehow, but I did not see it. Rogerson will fix the cage and put it back on. Faceoff will be outside the Flyer zone, so Rogerson was the one who knocked the net off. So we said game 2 of the series will be here on Tuesday, an 8 o'clock puck drop, and then it will shift to St. John, games 3 and 4 Wednesday and Friday. That's Wednesday at 6:30, and then Friday at 8 o'clock. If necessary, then the times get a little bit more compact, as game 5, if necessary, will be Saturday. Game 6 would be Monday. Game 7 would be next Tuesday. As Cormier will handle that long-distance shot with the glove and hold on for the whistle. Jacob Pino has a pair of goals in the frame. Gucci, Baxter, Jean, and Dag, and Weber with the singles. Jean a goal and an assist before he was ejected for a hit from behind on Ryan Adams, who we have not seen since for the Vitos. Vitos already short Cohen Cooper, and Christian Moffat did not make the trip either. Flyers with a full deck so far to open up the playoffs. They had 13 players this season, Moncton did, with perfect attendance. Gucci with it. Gucci will break his way down Broadway. Wanted to go past Thorne. Is tied up there with McDonald following up. And the rolling puck will be played out just to the line. Pino will pick it up there, and him and Clark tangle a couple of times. Is flipped to center. That one will stay up in the rafter. That puck ain't coming back unless you've got about a 30-foot ladder So the faceoff will stay inside the Vitos zone with 5.5 to go here in the second period. For the Vitos, 4 players had perfect attendance. For the Flyers, 13. And that's a testament to how strong the Flyers were all season. It's a lot easier to be up to your capabilities if your players can stay in the lineup, and a lot of that does come down to luck. Seal tried to play it along. Now it's Shaw down low. It's Summers with it. Lefrancois will play it down. Gucci and Baxter, along with Rogerson and LeBlanc. McLeod had it. Played now Lefrancois for Rogerson with speed. Down the left side is Rogerson. That shot is stopped by Cormier, who will hang on for the whistle. As Rogerson looking to generate something for the Vitos. It get something more on the board and something to start with. Rogerson, 14 goals in the regular season and 24 points. As we said, an A prospect at Q Central Scouting. He's going to be picked pretty high. You combine his speed and his skill. That shot through traffic is blocked. But he's Sean now looking. Lefrancois will spin and fire. That's blocked. O'Brien with it. Now for Summers. Summers into the feet of O'Brien. It comes to the Vito zone. O'Brien following up on the forecheck along with LeBlanc. Lefrancois played now for McLeod. It's over for Frazier. Frazier up for Lefrancois. Dodges a hit from Baxter. He was really in the trolley tracks there, but was able to get out of the way. Blanchard will leave it for McLeod. 4.5 to go here in the second period. McLeod has some daylight. He knows it and now senses the opportunity. Will break down left side. He's nearly paced to the boards by O'Brien, but a follow-up as Weber skating for it. Blanchard will have to peel off. Weber trying to shed LeBlanc and Rogerson on the back check. Weber now with it again. Weber near side now back behind the goal line. Adams stripped by McLeod. It's O'Brien from the line. That shot missed wide near side as Sanchez will pick it up in the corner. He's sent to the boards. A pair of Vitos battling for the pocket comes loose. Weber trying to set up for it as that shot from Dagg is sent wide. So it's Dagg taking John's position on this Flyer line. That shot from Mutta is gloved down by Blanchard with mucho traffic in front, but that's stopped by the Vito tender. As we said, it's Dagg now taking Nick Jean's spot with Sanchez and Weber, as Jean got ejected in the first period. It's largely been Gregor Head to take the spot of Ryan Adams as that shot from Dagg, a change-up on the block, and that chance for Sanchez is stopped, and whistle will go as the net comes off once again. Puck was behind the net. Ryan Adams, who was tied for 9th in assists in the regular season and tied for 2nd among defensemen in assists. Or that would be 3rd in assists, sorry, among defensemen. Connor Sturgeon at 26. McCullough, 27. Comes back to the point. Sturgeon shot. That's punched away by Blanchard. Got behind him. He scores. That's Nathan Weber. And it's 8-1. For Dan Blanchard, when it rains, it pours. He makes the saves, but just doesn't get enough as that one got behind him too, and Weber pounced. Weber's got a pair. And a nifty tip earlier in the second period. Flyers up into the Vito zone. Head for Murphy. Pass now Campbell. Off his stick comes to Searle with speed. Searle through center down the left side. He's got Sims to the net. And that pass was blocked by Gill. Along the left side boards. It's up in someone's paraphernalia. Puck is lost somewhere, and we have a whistle. Faceoff will stay inside. Appeared to be up in on Brady Béliveau. But a 3-game point streak snapped on Sunday. 3 points in those 3 games. Sturgeon for the Flyers. That pass up now for Béliveau. Béliveau looking to get a step on head. Looked to feed out front. That was blocked by the Vito blue liner. Now Gill following up that shot. Nearly caught Blanchard going the other way. He was able to make the stop. Braden Campbell with the puck now. Campbell with some speed left side now on his offhand. Looking for an outlet. Didn't have one, so he had to play it behind the net. Dami Seau in there along with Clark. Seau will pick up the puck. Now will come out Simon Bourque. Bourque now Béliveau. Béliveau will fire from distance, punched up by Blanchard and out of play. Pair of goals for Jacob Pino, Nathan Weber, Gucci, Baxter, Jean, and Liam Dagg. It was Braden Campbell opened the scoring for the Vitos in the first. Flyers are 2 for 2 on the power play. Vitos are 1 for 3. Face-off glove side to Blanchard. Connor LeBlanc with it. Backhand wrapped around. It's McLeod looking for McDonald. Now comes to Rogerson. Rogerson, a 2-on-3 at the blue line. Him and Clark got tied up by the Flyer wall at the line. Now McLeod back for Rogerson, who flagged it down. Rogerson will try again. Dodging past Sia, looking there to get it on Gucci. Back behind the net. Gucci will steer it past Clark. Now to the boards, it's Dagg. Dagg intercepted by Rogerson, played down and picked up there by Sia. Sia with 4 Vitos in the area. That's nearly picked off by Clark, who blocked it, but it's grabbed instead by Olivier Leblanc. Up comes Leblanc down the right side. Wanted to cut to the goal. That was sealed off. Leblanc will tap it back now for Dagg. Dagg and Rogerson tangle in the corner. Flyers work the cycle. Comes to the slot. In front, Leblanc. That's a big save by Blanchard. Off the left pillow. Gucci looking to tap down for Clark. Now grabbed by Leblanc. Looking to curl and fire. No lane. Instead we'll pick it up and shoot it right into the shin pads of McDonald. Luc Moret with it. Moret softly will send it now for Leblanc. Will hoist it down, but that's blocked by LeBlanc. This one comes up a mile in the air. That's tapped along by Frazier. O'Brien will be the first one to it in the corner. Went against the grain on Frazier. Has himself some room. Taps it past Lefrancois. It's Baxter. Up now for Richard, joined by Summers. In front of the slot, Baxter. That was blocked near side. Richard, who sends Lefrancois to the ice in a reverse hit. Now to Summers, the shot off the iron. Summers had Blanchard going the other way. Thorne will pick it up for the Vitos. Thorne's pass for Rogerson. Hopped off the stick, and Rogerson will play it back in the Vitos zone. Along with Summers on him, but it's grabbed instead by McLeod. Stretch feed looking behind Moret. Had Dax Frazier breaking out there, picking some cherries, but pass didn't get there. Can't say I blame him. You're down 7. You need goals quickly as you can get them. McLeod looking there for Thorne. Back to the point is O'Brien. O'Brien shot. That one gloved down by Blanchard. Will hang on for the whistle. So this one of 3 series in the Brunswick PEI circuit. Northern and Fredericton, they play next tomorrow for game 2. That game in Fredericton at 3 o'clock. Northern got first blood in that series, so they lead at 2-0. The Kensington-Charlottetown series opens up on the 9th of March. And that one is a best of 7. As the winner of that series goes straight to Atlantics, whereas the winner of this series will play the winner of the other New Brunswick series in a best first to 8-point final. And the Flyers have made that final a number of straight times. I don't remember exactly how many. I'll have that number for you in the next broadcast, but the Flyers did have a 5-year New Brunswick berth in Atlantics snapped last year in Game 7 against Fredericton. So they're looking to get back once again as the New Brunswick representative. They did make it last year on virtue of Fredericton also being the hosts. And they lost the Atlantics final. That shot off of Murphy, skipped just wide as this will close the book on 40 minutes. So the Flyers 5 in the frame, and they lead it 8-1 here in Game 1. Vitos opened the scoring. It was Braden Campbell from Adams and Searle, then Nick Agent from Olivier Leblanc, Austin Sanchez, Gucci from Nick Agent. Just waiting for the form to load. I accidentally reloaded it halfway through reading it, and now I needed to wait for it to load. But either way, in that opening frame, Flyers led it 3-1. Then they got a 5 spot in the second period. And for goals for the Flyers, it's a pair each for Pino and Weber, and singles for Gucci, Baxter, Jean, Dagg. And for the Vitos, as we said, Braden Campbell opened the scoring. We'll go over the scoring summary for you. Here we go. Liam Dagg from Olivier Leblanc closed the scoring in the first period. Baxter from Gucci and Shaw, then Jacob Pino, then Nathan Weber from Austin Sanchez, Jacob Gucci. Jacob Pino from Liam Dag Caleb Cyr, and then Nathan Weber from Connor Sturgeon late in the period made it 8-1 through 40 minutes. Third period is next. You're watching Third period's just about here. It's Mike Sanderson here with the call. Moncton Rallye Motors Nissan Flyers lead the St. John Vitos in Game 1 of the first 8-point New Brunswick semifinal series by a score of 8-1. We have a goaltending change in the net to our left. It is affiliate Ben White who will make his Vitos debut here in the third period. Dan Blanchard, who stopped 27 of 35 through 2 periods of play, is on the bench. And White will get his first Vitos action, and if Dan Blanchard is a little bit of shell shock, not really a surprise there. Vitos surrendered 26 shots in that second period. Blanchard stopped 21 of those 26, but 5 got behind him. Vitos now pressing in front. That's a second tap looking for Campbell in the slot. That was poked off his stick. Dag with a turnover. Now it's Searle. Searle looking for Campbell on his backhand, though. Still loose in the high slot. Campbell and Dag continue to jaws. That comes right out in front, looking there for Searle. Played out in front again as Sanchez looked to clear it out. That's taken away by Campbell again. This one through the slot and all the way down. But the Vitos in the first 40 seconds with all the offense, they're looking to make a positive impression heading into Game 2. And Campbell, with speed down the right side, dodges ahead from Baxter, but fell to his knees anyway. Comes to the point. That's kept in by McLeod. Sims in the corner. Campbell looking slot for Rogerson. That one played along. It's Gill with it, and Rogerson will grab it and quickly fire it. That's stopped by Cormier. Sims to play it out. Campbell had a drop in front of him, but hopped away, and it's grabbed now by Richard for Baxter. Richard will play it down low. It's Baxter with it again. It's Summers now. Summers out to the slot, but that one blocked by Clark. Clark up for Campbell. A headman feed for Rogerson. Too far for him, and that will be waved off. Cormier will play it now. Baxter along the boards. Baxter on the left wing takes the hit to feed for Summers. Has Richard to drop it back to and does. Richard has a man over. Was looking for Gill, and Sturgeon wanted it too. Gill now down low. It's Summers on a sharp angle. That's stopped by Ben White. And it's Clark who will play it along for McDonald. McDonald back for Clark, but offside at the line. And for the Vitos, in the absence of Christian Moffat, it will be Ben White. 19 appearances for the KV Kings this season, a record of 7-9. Had 15 appearances last season with that Kings U15 squad as well. Just to try to stop the bleeding for here in Game 1 and move ahead to Game 2, especially if Moffat's going to miss some more time. You've got to keep Blanchard fresh. Murphy behind the net. Would anticipate Loic Nadeau will get the start for the Flyers in Game 2 as Moncton alternates goaltenders as they usually do. The top goaltending duo in the league this year. Caleb Cyr up for Pino. Pino to the left wing, or the right wing is Dag. Looking there for Pino in front of the return feed. That was blocked by Thorne, but Pino was able to catch up to it. Now looking for a stuff home from Dag, is stopped by White. LeBlanc with the puck. From the point, played it down low, looking for Dag. Dag from the circle will curl and fire. That's stopped by White, who will hang on for the whistle and will play it to the circle. Certainly keep an eye on that as this series goes on. Did not see the return of Ryan Adams. Nick Johnson in a suit. So we move to Game 2 here on this ice on Tuesday. A quick shot from Béliveau as it got through, but the puck deemed dropped unfairly as Ben White welcome to U18 as that puck got through his legs. Won't count for sure. We'll do it all again. This time the Vitos get the draw. It's LeBlanc for McLeod as that puck hopped strangely for him, and a penalty coming up here. This will be perhaps against the Flyers. LeBlanc now, Frazier say I will touch it, and it appears to be a Moncton penalty. Check to the head will be the call. Brady Béliveau is going to get the game. Vitos 1 for 3, all in the first period. They had a 5-minute major and 2 minor penalties. This time will be 2 to Brady Béliveau for the high stick made contact. So face-off will come back to the Flyer zone. Searle, Clark, Campbell, LeBlanc, and Murphy. Glove side to Cormier. Weber up front with Sanchez, Mutta, and O'Brien. No surprise there for the Flyers. LeBlanc for Clark. Clark looked to feed the slot. That was blocked by Weber. Back to the corner, Murphy pinching down low. That's hoisted off his stick by O'Brien. Now Mutta. Searle grabs it back. And Searle, outstretched, tries to keep that puck. It comes to the line, and LeBlanc will play it down. Clark in the right wing corner. Lets it come to him. Back to the point, Murphy. Cross ice, LeBlanc. Up top, Murphy. Now Clark tees up off the heel. Sanchez wanted a clear and fend on it. Now Mutta's got a chance to jump up with it and will. But I will skate with it along with Weber. But I will hold and fire. Punched away by White. Braden Campbell will pick it up for the Vitos. Campbell looks to be gearing up for another rush. And he will. Dodging past Weber. And Campbell will gain the line and cut in. That one's stopped by Cormier. And rebound for the Flyers is clear. White will stop it there for Murphy as the Vitos change up their power play units as they're into the second minute of the Béliveau minor. It's Murphy. We'll flip it in. Wrapped around, now left side. Played up top. Now Rogerson off the heel from the feed from Sims. Now one flipped up and cleared by Olivier Leblanc. Baxter will go for a change, and Pino will come on. LeBlanc clearly at the end of his shift. Will peel off as F1, go and contest. As Rogerson with it. That one dumped in on Cormier. Cormier past Sturgeon. That's grabbed by Pino, now LeBlanc at the line. It didn't come out. It's poked off Rogerson, picked up there by Pino. Pino with a move on Lefrancois, and the Vitos. Sims nearly picked it up. And now it's played back for Sturgeon. This will just about do it for the Vito power play. Gregor Head will grab it on his own side of center. Looking stretch feed Lefrancois. Béliveau's out of the box for even strength. Vito's now 1 for 4 on the man advantage. Sims will drop it back at the right point, McLeod. Gregor Head with room to shoot and does. That's tipped in front by Lefrancois, and Cormier will opt to cover it. Is that more a change-up on the foul tip on the way there, but Cormier was able to stop it off the stick of Caden Lefrancois. We're 5 minutes into the third period. As we said, game 2 is Tuesday. Gucci off the boards and over looking for Seau. That one blocked by Murphy at the point. It's sealed now, Béliveau. Béliveau the right side has sealed at the net. Instead will peel off and play it back to the point. Gucci settles, fires. That's off a stick and up high out of play. Gucci let that fire goal and 2 assists here in this one. 17 points in the regular season. His Flyer debut was in that Game 7 against Fredericton last season. Did not look out of place. Has not looked out of place this season, certainly. Neither in the eyes of Q Scouts. As we said, 1 of 4 players in the game that are ranked in A prospect, according to Q Central Scouting. It's a nice thing against the Vitos. We'll come back the other way. We're exactly 5.5 into this third period. Pair of goals each to Pino and Weber. Gucci, Baxter, Jean, and Dag have the others. Face-off blocker side to Ben White. That's played along for Thorne. Murphy, fanned on the pass over. Seau on the forecheck, looking to claim it. In that right wing corner along with Simon Bourque, but it's picked up instead by Vincent. That's blocked by Béliveau and steered back down. Seau has booked to the slot, hopped to him. Now him and Thorne battle for it back along the boards. Vincent had it, lost it. Seau to the net. That's off the Vito defender and in. So the Flyers get another. It's 9-1. Not sure who will get credit. But it's been that kind of a night for St. John. And it's 9-1 for Moncton. Moncton, who outscored St. John in the season series 55-15. in the 7 games. That one flipped up and into row 3. The Vitos had a couple of close games between the Flyers. There was a 5-2 game that was here that was pretty close. There was a 2-0 game that was here that was really close, that was scoreless into the 3rd period. It's one of the 2 games this season that one of the teams didn't have a power play. The Flyers had no power play chance. The other game for that one was a Moncton-Fredericton game where the Caps had no power plays. It's the only time this year that's happened for any of the 6 squads. Tristan Richard, pass for Baxter, 3-on-2 for the Flyers. Baxter with speed, but the puck came behind him. Baxter touched it, thought it'd be offside, but it wasn't whistled down. LeBlanc with it, along with McLeod on the back end as LeBlanc grabbed it before it got to Ben White. That's played now, up looking for Lefrancois. That will slowly slide its way to Cormier. Play it for O'Brien. O'Brien will hold now, feed for Baxter. Up comes Baxter with Summers. Now Richard will hold, fan on the shot. In the slot, Summers turns, fires. That one stopped by White. That was a tough one through a screen. Keppers. Richard edged him off the puck. Picked up there by Gill. Over for Sturgeon. Sturgeon will pass it up, looking there for Baxter, but that one went off of McLeod. Grabbed by Weber off the boards. Weber with a shimmy shake. In the corner will spin and pass it back. Gill. Gill lets it rip. He scores. Zach Gill and the point shot goes top Ched, and the Flyers have double digits. It's 10-1. Zach Gill, who had a pair of goals in the regular season, will start off this playoff with a marker. It's grabbed by Weber off the draw. Back for Gill, now Sturgeon. Sturgeon will pick it up. That pass off of the skate of Sims, grabbed by Dag. Dag to the high slot, will let it rip. That's stopped by White. Campbell down low will pick it up in the corner. Weber draws the assist on the Gill goal. That's tapped in now Murphy. Murphy will flip it up to center. One touch for Sims to Searle. Searle now Campbell. Will hold and look at an option. Pass in front. That one's skate or stick to stomach for Simon Cormier, will opt to cover. Weber draws the assist on the Gill marker. Face-off will be glove side to Simon Cormier. It's Caleb Seal now for Gucci. Gucci with Sims battling for it, left wing corner. Picked up by Sia, and by the way, for the Flyers, that 9th goal was Bork from Béliveau and Seau. That went in off of Vito defenseman. Vitos play it back in, looked to wrap it along the boards, but took a funny bounce, and Gucci tried to chip it up ahead, intercepted by Sims. Now grabbed by Gregor Head at center, with Demi Seau in there giving chase. Will come all the way to the Vitos zone. And it's grabbed now by Owen Searle. Searle dodging Gucci, looking to pick up the rolling puck. Tried to feed it out to the slot. Couldn't get his handle back on it. Picked up by the Flyers, but just to their blue line. Braden Campbell now with a chance and some daylight to skate in. Campbell gains the blue line and lets it rip. That's stopped by Cormier. And McLeod down low. Campbell intercepted. Sia. Tapped along by O'Brien. That one blocked by Béliveau. Sends LeBlanc to the ice. Vitos can't hold the lines. Picked up there by Pino. Pino with Seau. Flyers in the midst of a change. In for Pino through the legs. In front. That one cleared by McLeod right in front of the goal mouth. Seau with Pino and Dag right now for the Flyers. In the absence of Jean, letting the wings roll. Braden Campbell looking to pick up the puck now for the Vitos. Nearly got crunched by Pino on that one. Instead grabbed by McLeod. Dag tried to get it. LeBlanc now one tap right to Dag to the backhand. That's stopped by Ben White. Into the corner. Luc Motta at the point. We'll play it back from whence it came. Past Campbell. Now Pino for McLeod. McLeod up along the boards. It's Clark to center. Motta will grab it. Dodge the forechecker. Rogerson will play it over for O'Brien. We're nearly halfway through this 3rd period. Motta's pass for LeBlanc. Between skate and stick. Icing waved off. LeBlanc will pick it up. Olivier LeBlanc on the forecheck. Now Pino in the corner. Pino to the circle, looking for Dag. Dag, that's off the skates, picked up now by Pino. Pino with it. Clark on the check. Down low again, LeBlanc, played back for Pino at the circle. Up top is Gill. Gill down low as Clark gives him a bump. It's LeBlanc. Corral at right wing side, back down low, Pino. Pino had a thought, held it for a beat, played it back now, Sturgeon. Sturgeon at the point, walks it to center. Picked up there by Gill, couldn't keep it in. Past McDonald, and it'll have to come out. That one just flipped over the stick of Clark. Sturgeon with a pair of Vito forecheckers, dodges them and goes north. Sturgeon gains the blue line, look to cut to the slot. Following it up now is Dag, lets it settle but never got it back. Dag will get it now. Looking for the wraparound in front, that's blocked by White. Cleared to the line, that one blocked by Gill at the line. Now LeBlanc wanted to walk in, cross ice Dag, but too hot for his stick, bounced off of it. It's Will Clark with it, Vito's 3 wide coming the other way. Clark, pass across, is blocked by Sturgeon, and LeBlanc plays it back. Now Baxter and Dag the other way. Fire wagon action held by Baxter, holds, pass over, looking for Dag, off the stick of Thorne. That comes to center. Clark will tap it back. Rogerson on the forecheck on Gucci. Gucci looking, dodging Lions, plays it over now for Caleb Sia. Sia lost it, got it back, pass right to the tape of Summers. Summers is Baxter the net, holding, rebound. That one cleared by Murphy. Summers in the corner, battles for it with a pair of Vitos. Thorne gets it up for Cunningham. That one blocked at the line by Gucci. And instead, it's Jack Thorne picking it up. Thorne with a head of steam through center, crossing the line to the right, took a shot, blocked by Baxter. It's grabbed now by Cesar Richard. Richard has Summers to the net, will hold and fire through a screen, blocked by White. It's Lions off the glass to center. O'Brien will send it back down for Connor LeBlanc to pick it up. Nearing 8 minutes to go here in the third period. Brendan Vincent will grab it now for the Vitos. And now to Thorne. Over for LeBlanc. LeBlanc off the boards, looking for Vincent. That's blocked at the flyer line by Mutta. Mutta with Vincent on the forecheck, takes down Mutta, picked up now by O'Brien. O'Brien dodging Cunningham, picked up now for Baxter. Cunningham got a piece of him, but not that much. It's McLeod, this will be off. Well, nothing. Might have been off the Canada flag, but maybe not. Punched up by Cormier, sent wide. Off the dump in by the Vitos. O'Brien now for Mutta. Mutta's pass, looking up for Richard. That's played along by LeBlanc. Picked up there by Mutta. Mutta's pass for Richard to the Vito line. LeBlanc had it, fanned on it, but Béliveau couldn't play it in as Sanchez would be offside. Tapped along is McLeod, now for Lefrancois. That pass up now for Dax Frazier, had Keppers with him. Mutta now over for O'Brien. O'Brien stretch feed between two Flyer forwards, and that will be icing. It's one thing I will always give the Vitos credit for this season is regardless of the score, they play hard to the final whistle. They've had some tough scores this season, but they've been competitive throughout. They do not take third periods off. They do not take time off, even when the score is what it is even now, as they'll switch with White coming out and Blanchard coming back in with 7:12 to go here in the third. Ben White, who looked very sharp. Flyers looking to clear it. I want to give a lot of credit for the St. John Vitos this season in a tougher year, but they play to the final whistle and have in all their games. And that's a major kudos, because it's not too easy once you see the scores where they are some nights. And that one hopped over the leg and they score off the Weber point shot. So Weber's got a hat trick. And 4 points, it's 11-1, but as we were saying, that's going to go a long way in terms of scouts and teams going forward, looking at this Vito squad and saying, yes, they did not have that much success in terms of their record in the regular season, but they're going to see that they played 35 games where their teams played till the final whistle. And they're still doing it here. Searles pass over, looking for Campbell. That's blocked by Sturgeon at the line. Sturgeon crunched by Sims. Now it's Weber picking it up. Weber dodging McLeod in the corner. It's Béliveau with Weber and Sanchez. So we said in the absence of Nick Agent, actually for the Flyers, a chance to test out some different line combos. Flyers usually pretty rigid in terms of who their forwards play with. That hopped over the stick of Sturgeon and down, but Campbell in a foot race, he's going to win it. Campbell looking to pick it up. but has no outlets. Now he has one in Searle. Searle's shot that's blocked by Gill comes back to the point. McLeod. Braden Campbell with it. Simon Bourque looks to pick it up, as comes Searle as well. That's tapped back for LeBlanc. LeBlanc over for McLeod. McLeod back for LeBlanc. Campbell with it. Campbell will play up, gain the blue line, hold back. Softly sent it, but it's Bourque with it. Got it right to Seau with a nice pass reception from Dami Seau, who will hold on to it. Looked for a lane to cut to the net, but McLeod sealed it off. Summers, that pass is blocked, comes to the point. Gucci now for Sia. Sia walks into that and lets it rip. That's gloved by Blanchard. Hangs on for the whistle, and as we said, Ben White, who got a taste of the U18 action for about 12 and a half minutes. And that's one thing when these goalies come in, and he's coming from U15 now to U18 and didn't look overmatched, and that's the biggest thing you look for, especially for a goaltender, is Flyers are letting it go and really letting it fly in the offensive zone, and White stood tall. It's McDonald with it. Back to the point, Murphy. Over now for Thorne. Thorne with a toe drag on one, centered over, looking for McDonald. Now back for Murphy. Quick shot from the point. Clark looked to get a stick on it. Grabbed now by Sia. 5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Sia's pass out blocked by McDonald. Has Clark and Rogerson in tight, but can't get a pass there. It's Seau with it. Up now for Summers, and crossing the red line. Look there for Thorne. Picked up now by Seau. Seau with it. Flyers in the midst of a change, looking through the 5-hole, but Blanchard covered that, and will hang on for the whistle. We said game 2 in the series will be Tuesday. Next league action is tomorrow afternoon in Fredericton, as Northern will take on the Caps in game 2 of that series. Game 1 went the Moose's way in Bathurst. That series a 1-1-1-1-1-1. This one a 2-2-1-1-1, which is uncommon in this league, but due to scheduling conflicts the way it had to be. Was flipped in by Rogerson. Bouncing puck comes right to Cormier. Leave it, let it settle for Olivier O'Brien. O'Brien's pass looking for LeBlanc. Murphy had his stick lifted, and as a result, they'll wave it off. Blanchard will play it now for Murphy. Murphy tapped up along the boards, intercepted by Pino. Played it back to the boards where McDonald was waiting. Now it's picked up again by Murphy. Murphy for McDonald. McDonald played up, was looking for Rogerson. That one got through O'Brien and picked up now by Clark. Feeds it for Rogerson in front, but too hot for him. Rogerson back behind the net with Dag and O'Brien. Rogerson fell on his keister, and it's picked up now by O'Brien. Pino along with McDonald. O'Brien with it. Stretch feed up for LeBlanc, but couldn't make anything with it. Blanchard played along. Cunningham along the boards. Plays it back for Connor LeBlanc. Over for McLeod. 3.5 to go here in the third. That's tipped up by Cunningham. Was looking for Deschamps. Played along in for Summers. Summers has Deschamps to the net. Tried to feed it there. That was blocked by McLeod. Deschamps behind the net. Summers 2. That's wrapped along the boards. Cunningham will pick it up. Cunningham to center. Sturgeon will grab it there for the Flyers with Brock Lyons on the forecheck. Pass now for Baxter. Baxter has Seau fresh off the bench. That pass got to Vincent, and Summers was hung up on him and fell, but it'll be now Sturgeon with it. Seau left wing side. Gaining the blue line is Baxter. Tried to drop it back, and as a result overskated it, and offside will be the call. Baxter's got a goal in this one, which gives him 7 goals in his last 7 games. Of course, you don't have points that count that stretch over one to the other, but you can count streaks for the sake of it. In that sake, Austin Sanchez, 15-game point streak snapped on Sunday. He's got a pair of assists here. Nathan Weber closed the season with a 3-game point streak. He's got 3 goals and an assist. Liam Dag on an 8-game point streak to wrap it up with 21 points in that span. A goal and an assist tonight. Olivier Leblanc with 14 points in his last 5. Had a pair of assists in this one too. That's off of Cunningham's skate. Now Vincent will play it down. Zach Gill will pick it up for the Flyers. Brock Lyons on the forecheck. Dami Seau at center. Look to tap it along for his teammate Béliveau. Just past McLeod. It's Dax Frazier will pick it up instead. Frazier poked off his stick into the slot. Bourque battling for it with Seau. Comes back to the point. Sturgeon walks in to let it rip. That one missed to the blocker's side. Seau looking to tap it back for Bourque. And that backhand from McLeod is blocked. In comes Seau. Seau looking pass in front. Was looking back post for Béliveau. But Béliveau ran out of real estate. Kepper's edged off the puck by Bourque. It comes to Fraser left side, along with Seau in there. As Gill taps it up for Sia. Sia for the Flyers goes against the grain, and Kepper's followed him right to the boards. Gregor ahead will pick it up and gain the line. Take a quick shot. That one off a tender spot for Zach Gill. He's slow to get up. He'll feel that tomorrow. A stretch feed for Tristan Richard. In comes the Richard to the backhand, but off the side of the goal. Appears the net is off. Pat Baxter. It's played now for Gregor Head as Blanchard will adjust it himself. That one comes all the way down the ice for icing. Close chance there, looking Tristan Richard on the breakaway. But ran out of room. Flyers now, both teams thinking game 2, not so much game 1, and setting a tone to what game 2 is going to be like 3 nights from now. Gregor Head played now for Thorne. Thorne's pass through the slot, comes to center, picked up there by Gucci. Francois got in on Gucci, and that one scores. No goal. It's waved off. The puck was offside. .111 to go here in the third period. That Gucci let it fly and it ended up in the net. But that goal won't count. Flyers were offside. Faceoff will come just outside the Vito blue line. It's won by Searle. Comes over Murphy. Murphy's pass up. Looking there for Campbell. Baxter blocked that at the line. They battle along the boards in the final minute of play here in game 1. Sims will tap it back Murphy. McLeod. Down the left wing. McLeod had it knocked off his stick by Gucci, but will follow it up. He's crunched to the ice by Gucci. Duchamp back. Campbell lets it rip. That one off a stick of Baxter. Sims. Now for Searle, lets it fly, and that's gloved by Courmier. 40.3 to go here in the third. Don't forget to join us Tuesday night. Game 2 of this series. Game 3 will be Wednesday. A 6:30 puck drop. And then Friday at 8 for game 4. Obviously, the games after that, if necessary, March the 9th, March the 11th, and March the 12th. Games 5 and 7 will be here. Game 6, if necessary, will be in St. John. Into the skates of Damisea will play it down. McLeod will go to play it. You know, the forecheck was Bourque, who nearly took it away. Braden Campbell with it. Will gain through center. Campbell will pick up speed down the right side. Pass it to the slot. That's cut off by O'Brien looking for Searle, and this will just about do it. O'Brien peeled off by Cunningham. Mudda lost it now. Searle looked for Cunningham in the slot. That's cleared by Bourque, and that will do it for game 1. Flyers win it and win big. 11-1 the final. Just quickly, we'll go over the scoring summary. Just in a sense of points. It was the Vitos that opened the scoring. It was Campbell from Searle and Adams. For the Flyers, multi-point efforts. 3 points from Jacob Gucci, 2 from Nick Jean, who was then given the boot in the first period for a check from behind to Ryan Adams. Olivier Leblanc, a pair of assists. Zach Gill, a goal and an assist. Jacob Pino, 2 goals and an assist. Austin Sanchez, 3 assists. Nathan Weber, 3 goals and an assist. For the Flyers, 15 of the 18 skaters had points. And they win at 11-1. Moving forward, game 2, Tuesday, 8 o'clock here on AO Live. Be sure to check it out. And the next action here in the New Brunswick PEI playoffs, also on Atlantic Hockey Online on AO Live, is tomorrow afternoon in Fredericton, as the Fredericton Office Interiors Caps will take on the Contendo Northern Moose in game 2 of that series. The Moose lead it 1-0. So be sure to check that one out as well. And for one final time, it's Mike Sanderson signing off. Flyers win game 1 11-1 over the St. John Vitos and take a 2 point sit on edge in the first 8-point series. You've been watching Moncton Rallye Motors Nissan Flyers playoff hockey on Atlantic Hockey Online on AO Live. Have a good night.